Antony Blinken sa China. Ito kasi ang ano diyan, ito kasi yung senaryo diyan ano. Ginawa tayong galit na galit yung mga Amerikano, dahil meron tayong, Mutual Defense Treaty or meron tayong bilateral treaty, agreement, whatever, ek-ek 'no, with, the US. And, because of the sudden change, shift to, the US 'no, from the former government to this present government, the sudden shift na wherein, uh, mas ano, mas kampi, mas kampi tayo sa US ngayon, eh, biglaang naging rampant 'no, yung mga bagay-bagay naging from yung status quo na ganito, medyo tahimik tayo dati 'no, meron mang mga pangyayari pero hindi yung mga ganitong, lebel 'no, hindi gano'n kagrabe. Eh, ngayon talagang ibang-iba na 'no, even, some our country, fellow, Filipino people, eh, nagkakaroon na ng xenophobia 'no, wherein parang meron silang hatred sa mga Chinese 'no. So, 'pag sinabi mo lang na hindi tama 'yan, no to war, 'pag sinabi mong no to war, immediately ang label nila sa'yo is, pro-China ka. So, nagkakaroon na ng hatred, yung tinatawag natin ngang xenophobia 'no. Ikaw ay maka-China. So, umalis ka ng bansa, doon ka sa China kasi hindi ka makabayan. So, gano'n kaagad yung label sa'yo 'no. My point there is, meron kaagad nag-create na hatred, among ourselves na parang ito hatred na kailangang magkaroon tayo ng hatred, kailangan magalit tayo sa mga Tsino, hindi po puwede yung ganito, kailangang ipaglaban natin yung atin, gano'n, 'di ba? Pero on the other hand, nakakatawa kasi while this hatred created, okay, or instigated or instilled by the US sa mga Pilipino, eh eto, tingnan niyo, oh, 'di ba, 'di parang nagloloko lang tayo. I mean, parang niloloko lang tayo kasi, ah, while tayo galit na galit, eh eto naman sila nagkakaroon ng tawagan, nagkakaroon ng bisitahan, oh. Tignan niyo, tignan niyo 'to. 'Di ba? Bumisita, bumisita sa China. O 'di maka-China ba 'yan? Puwede niyo bang tawaging maka-China 'yan? Oh, eh, dapat maka-China na 'to. Okey. So, anong tawag diyan? Ito sa balita, tingnan natin sa
Has
balita
been in
naman.
Shanghai holding meetings with business leaders. He's now heading to Beijing for talks with the Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Although tensions have eased since last year, disagreements on issues such as trade and security remain. I want to speak to our China correspondent, Stephen McDonald, who's in Beijing for us. So there's been a cordial note to begin with, a bit of diplomacy over basketball, but there's a lot at stake, isn't there?
Yes, I mean, it's interesting. You say that tensions have eased since last year, and yet in the last 7 days or so, it's like they've been ramping back up again. And that's partly because Antony Blinken, before he came here, accused China of being the major sponsor of Russia in its war in Ukraine. And of course, the government in Beijing responded very angrily to this. And so we might expect that when the US Secretary of State finally makes it to Beijing here for his talks with Wang Yi, his Chinese counterpart, and even possibly with Xi Jinping, we don't know that yet, that they'll be talking about these tense
So, ano 'to,
matters,
lokohan?
and possibly quite candidly.
Oh, ayan. Ano 'yan? Lokohan ba 'to? Oh, ayan, 'di ba? Yang ano nila, si Wang, galit na galit yan sa move natin. Mga pinaggagawa natin. Pero tingnan nyo, may meeting sila. And possibly, baka may meetings din sila with the President Xi Jinping. Oh. Diba? Just last week, ito pa, ito, bukod sa binisita, last week, kung makita nyo last week, tinawagan ni Xi Jinping. Tingnan, no?
House, where President Biden has just finished a phone call with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. NBC News Chief White House correspondent Peter Alexander is with us. Peter, good morning. What do we know about this?
Bago isinagawa yung trilateral maritime patrol, di ba? Trilateral meeting ng China, Japan, US at ng Philippines. Tumawag muna si Biden kay Xi Jinping.
Call. Jose, this call wrapping up within the last 15 minutes or so. It is notable because this is the first contact that President Biden has had with his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping, since November of last year when the two men met just south of San Francisco. It had been 16 months before that since they had last spoken on the phone, all the way back to July of 2022. A series of critical topics these two men addressed, a lot of them following up on that visit you're seeing on your screen right here. The commitment was made late last year that the U.S. and China would resume its direct military-to-military communications. That is already taking place just a month after they first met.
See? Diba? Tapos, ano yung sabi nung mga ulupong na nagpapaniwala na tayo daw ay dahil maganda raw na tayo ay maki-anib or sanib puwersa sa US kasi sila daw ang magtatanggol sa atin. Ang tanong natin kung bakit kailan nila i-invoke yung Mutual Defense Treaty ay dahil daw hindi pa daw yun mai-invoke not until there will be an arm attack. Ibig sabihin, pag tayo ay ginamitan ng weapon ng China. But in the meantime, ang nangyayari water cannon. Okay? So, water cannon na ginagawa sa resupply mission boat going to Ayungin Shoal, hindi siya considered na arm attack yon. Kaya hindi pumapasok yung Mutual Defense Treaty natin. Hindi papasok. Kaya tinatanong natin, kailan di ba? The very question there is, lagi tayong binobomba ng water cannon pero wala namang ginagawa yung mga kano. Di ba? Dahil ang rason nila, hindi siya napapaloob doon sa Mutual Defense Treaty natin. Okay? So, nagkaroon na tayo ng mga EDCA bases, ang dami ng mga EDCA bases sa bansa natin. Yung mga resupply, wala man lang kasamang mga taga-US. No? I mean, kahit samahan lang gwardiya, kumbaga. No? But, yung nga, kung titignan natin, yung sa Mutual Defense Treaty, not unless merong arm attack saka sila papasok. Pero kung titingnan nyo, ibabalik ulit yung sa yung naghiganti yung Iran sa Israel. So anong ginawa nila? Inatake nila, okay, with arm attack na yun. Pero anong sabi nung US sa Israel? Parehas din sa sinabi nila sa Pilipinas, ironclad daw ang support sa Israel. Pero, tignan nyo ginamitan na ng weapon ng Iran, ng Israel. Pero ito yung sabi nila.
Is at the White House with more. Ali, good morning.
Well, good morning. President Biden is working to coordinate what he calls a united diplomatic response to Iran's unprecedented attack on Israel, while also stressing the need for de-escalation. The president also staying alert, saying in a statement late Saturday night that while we have not seen attacks on our forces or facilities today, we'll remain vigilant to all threats and will not hesitate to take all necessary action to protect our people. President Biden adding that he ordered U.S. forces in the Middle East to help intercept dozens of missiles launched towards Israel. The president met with his national security team in the Situation Room for roughly 2 hours Saturday before a phone call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in which which a senior administration official tells NBC News the president reaffirmed his commitment to Israel's security while making clear the U.S. will not participate in its response to Iran. Israeli
Will not participate. Tapos na. So ano yung aasahan ng Pilipinas dyan? Kung sa Israel na ginamitan na ng arm attack, will not participate. Ano pang sabi ni si Biden? Wala pa naman daw natatamaan sa kanilang forces at facilities. So, kailangan may matamaan sa facilities ng mga kano o kaya tauhan ng mga kano saka sila papasok. But not until hindi nila tao ang natatamaan, di sila magjo-join. So, ano na? Ano asahan nyo? Di ba? So, that's about yung pagbisita ni Blinken, US Blinken sa China.